make sure the other window has the hijack button because the last broadcast had no audio through the whole thing. It's behind this. It's the audio window. So, go to the okay hijacking. So I think you're good.
Okay, awesome. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We apologize for the delay. Welcome to the Potomac Curling Club. It is the finals of our Embassy Row Bond Spiel. This year, of course, we are celebrating all the great wonders of the wonderful nation of Germany with the Stein Spiel. And we have 4 very exciting matches already underway. My name is Steve Kaltenbach. We are here for a couple hours of great curling action. We're going to be focusing in on our A finals, which is on sheet B. Already about halfway through the first end. We're going to sweep you up, playing the Redstones, and Melvin's, well, their name isn't quite Melvin's Ladies, but close enough. Melvin's Ladies playing the Yellow Rocks. Melvin's Ladies currently with, looks like at least 3, if not 4. Looks like 3 from my angle. Already in the house. Both these teams currently undefeated, but only one can take home the trophy. And as the games go on, we will also get you updates on the B, C, and D finals as well. Hold on 1 second, we're going to switch headsets real quick.
Just gotta remember how to do it. Yep.
There we go. A nice throw there by the We're Going to Sweep You Up skip, Craig Marquardt. It's a close call as to who is exactly shot right now. Melvin's Ladies skip, Melvin Shaw, now coming down the ice, getting ready to deliver his last stone of the end. Looks like they're calling for a simple takeout. Coming in from the outside. They have to make sure to get around that yellow guard so he can't be narrow.
You like the broom still? Yep. Okay. Watch your release.
Melvin getting some sage advice from his wife and by Gordon Shaw.
Yes!
Ooh, the Supers are on it quickly. Ooh, he may be a bit narrow. They're going to have to hold this. Let's see if they can. No, unfortunately, it crashes on the guard. And both the shooter and the guard get taken out of play. Now it's the hammer for Craig Marquardt. And right now, I'd say it's a measurement between who's got shot rock. Yellow is definitely sitting third. But if they're able to take out that yellow stone, they'd be in for a nice 2 for the first end.
Okay, for the draw.
Yes, they could just draw to the button for 2, or draw to the red, really. But in that case, then they're risking a measurement for the second point. I think
it's pretty clear it's red.
You think it's
Yeah,
red?
I think so.
Luckily, that's not my call. It's the Vice's call.
Well, I don't think that Melvin would have been going after the red if it had not been shot.
Ah, that's a good point.
He would have just drawn to the other side. And this is actually, going to say, I wouldn't really come at it that way because you risk just...
Yes, you could accidentally jam on the red.
Yeah, this is the direction you
yellow.
want to go. Yeah. If you come the other direction, you just jam on your red and then you don't get it. You get one. This is the correct call. Draw to the edge of the 4.
With the hammer. It looks a bit inside. I think they're going to have to sweep this one pretty hard. A little confusion with the vice there. Michael Zabronsky. Sweeper's working very hard. They're going to need to keep going, bring it as far as they can. And unfortunately, it's not going to be far enough. So yes, it's going to be 1 red for the first end. So now we're going to sweep you up. Takes the lead after 1 end, 1-0 over Melvin's ladies. And we're going to sweep you up. Lead Kate Son will be delivering the first stone of the second end. Once again, if you're just joining us, welcome to the finals of the Embassy Row Bond Spiel here at the Potomac Curling Club in beautiful Laurel, Maryland. Our feature event is the A final. It's on sheet B between Melvin's ladies, who are playing the yellow stones, and we're going to sweep you up, playing the red stones. My name is Steve Kaltenbaugh, and thank you so much for joining us. Throw for Kate Son. And that'll go out of play. Laura Yee now readying her first stone. The lead for Melvin's ladies. Melvin looks very happy with Laura's first stone. That drifted quite a bit. Craig's going to work a little bit and see if he can get this out. Yes, he's able to sweep it out of play. Very nice line, but it just wouldn't stop going. Kate Son now with her from her second stone. Looking for a center guard. Able to work out some of the kinks from her first delivery. The sweepers, Stacey Tedesco, Michael Zabronsky. Looking to make sure that it gets over the hog line and now finish it off, getting as close to the center line as they can. Very solid guard. Melvin Shaw now setting up Laura Yee for her second stone. Looks to be mostly on broom, but moving quickly, perhaps a bit narrow. Super's going to have to work hard to make sure this doesn't crash on the guard. In fact, it may go around the guard if it keeps curling. No, it's crashing, and Craig's going to sweep that a little bit, see if he can get it into the house, and he does. Tough break from Melvin's ladies. Stacey Tedesco, the second forward, going to sweep you up, readying her first shot. right on broom. Supers are working hard for this one. They need to get it over the hog line. Greg wants it right on the center line, and he is going to get it just to the right of the center line. Still very serviceable guard. Melvin calling for a peel of that guard for his second, Stephanie Erstead. Rocking the Aaron Rodgers jersey today. Oh, the weight's definitely there, but Melvin is not too happy with how narrow it is. The Super's going to have to hold this, and yes, they do a nice job there. Getting a little bit of roll, and actually rolls it behind their other yellow guard. Now that red shot rock is actually pretty well covered. Here's Stacey Desko with her second stone. They're working hard at this. I think this might have been a little light coming out of the hack. Yes, just able to get it over the hog line, and it's like a nice two guard right on the center line. Now covering up the inside path of attack to the shot rock. Looks like Melvin is going to try to either peel away one of his own guards. Maybe if he gets super lucky, he'll run it back into the shot rock. Calling the sweepers on quickly. And now calling them off. Able to roll his guard into play. Red is still shot, but now it is completely exposed. Yellow has some nice cover for their second shot. Greg looking to split the house up a little bit for his vice, Michael Zarbronsky. Action. Looking to freeze right on their shot rock, and it looks like they've done so quite nicely. Maybe slightly less than a foot of separation between the two rocks. Melvin calling for his wife Courtney to go for the double. Thank you. We'll give you some updates on the other sheets as they become available, and I'll give you the first update after this rock is removed. Courtney Shaw with a very nice stone, able to take out one. Once again, removing that protection for that shot rock. On sheet A, we've got like Sweep to the Slaughter and Team Inglis. Currently, like Sweep to the Slaughter took one in the first. They now lead 1-0. They'll be playing the Yellow Rocks. On sheet C, we've got Team Single Barrel playing the Yellow Rocks, and Beer RX is playing the red. And Beer RX took 2 in the first end. They now lead 2-0. And on sheet D, it's Team Dobbs and Team Anderson. Team Dobbs is playing the Red Rocks, and they took 1 in the first. They are currently leading 1-0. Back on our featured sheet, sheet B, Michael Zarbronsky with his most recent stone. Another fine guard protecting up that shot rock. Gordon Shaw readying a takeout attempt. So in which you can see a little less than half the shot rock per target.
I think so.
Okay.
You still want bumper? Can I actually do it? Bumper. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, but not sounding terribly happy with this one. But it's moving quickly. Look at that. Gets around the guard. A very nice takeout shot by Gordon Shaw. Craig's able to sweep the shooter out, but the damage is definitely done. Yellow now sitting shot, and in fact has the only stone in the house. Now Craig Marquardt, the skip of We're Going to Sweep You Up, talking with his vice, Michael Zarbrowski. Trying to see if they're going to be able to go after this shot rock. Looks like they're going to be coming from the outside. And this is, I think, pretty untested ice. So we'll see if it moves as much as they'd like. It doesn't look like they're giving too much ice, though. So they want it to move just enough to get around that guard to the outside. But they don't want to be so wide, or, yeah, they don't want to be so wide that they accidentally crash the high guard. Or so narrow. Great coming out wide. Now they're on it. I'm afraid it came just a bit too wide, but they're able to click off the guard and bring it right in front of the yellow rock. Now red sitting shot, a very, very nice shot by Craig Marquardt. Maybe not exactly what he was looking for, but he'll definitely take the result.
Nope. Yeah, he will take that for sure.
I believe on my team we call that Plan E.
That's the nice thing. It's not like he called it, but that was definitely there.
Yes.
Use all those. This is going to be really hard to actually get out now.
It is, yeah. There's a lot of protection, both in front and to the inside of this rock. And they now only have one stone that's been thrown on that outside ice. So
He's going to draw for one.
Yes, I think that's the best move.
You could try to maybe play that long yellow run, but you risked somehow taking off of a red and giving him two. That's kind of silly. So
yes, well, he does still have the hammer to work with. So I think if he draws,
if he can bury this, it's
yeah. If he can bury it on the left side of the forefoot, get behind that red stone, I think he'll be very happy with that.
We think like a 60, 55? Yeah.
Here's Melvin with his first stone. Looks to be fairly on brink. Although it's moving quickly. Seems the ice is very swingy on the right side. Yes, it's going to need to slow up, and I'm not sure it's going to.
It's not curling either. It's not going to bury.
It's got late finish. Ooh, is it going to stick around? Michael working hard to get it out, and yes, he's able to get it out. Yeah, I don't think it curled quite a bit, but it doesn't look like it curled nearly as much as he was hoping for.
Definitely not. I mean, it was too much weight as well, so.
So now he's going to have to rely on the hammer to get his points. It looks like Craig is setting up for roughly the same shot.
I think he took a little more ice. He probably wants to just leave it in the top of the house to block the draw to the 4-foot. And now he's reconsidering, perhaps.
If he's able to bury it to the 4-foot, maybe top 4 on the left side, it's, you know, you're going to be looking at a tough hit for one as opposed to a draw for one.
Right.
But no, I think they're going to stick with their idea of the draw, maybe top 8. Not sure if they want to bury it all the way.
I think that about the only thing you don't want to do is leave it so that he can make a double for 2.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Anywhere else is fine. Just make the draw for Melvin tougher.
Sweepers are on this. I think he may have come in a little light because the line looked fine. I hear it's starting to move, but it's not moving as much as they'd like. Yeah, I'm afraid that's well exposed. At the same time, a double would be very tough.
Yeah, there's no double there, so.
No, it's going to be a draw or a hit and stick for one, depending on what Melvin feels like. And it looks like he's going to play hit and stick. Much easier to make a shot when you've got a giant target to aim at.
Considering how he threw his last draw, it's probably the good move.
Yes, yes. Second end, still working to find his draw weight. But hit weight's very easy to find. Melvin with the hammer. Coming just to the left of the center line. Yeah, it's a little wide. This may be trouble. It's not moving nearly as much as they were hoping.
It's going to pick it out, but...
Oh, Ford's going to have to work hard with this, and it looks like she was able to get it out of scoring contention, but it is still 1 red. So we're going to sweep you up, steals 1 in the second end, and they now lead 2-0. For the center guard. Kate, interesting case. She's curled less than 10 games in her career, and yet this is her second Spiel final. It's really impressive. We were joking before the game. At some point, she's going to have to. She's not going to get to win all the time. Craig happy with that line. It's going to come around. It's going to cross the center line, but it's still a very serviceable guard.
Wait only. 5, 6 is good. Wait only. Bring it. Line good. Nice. Got room. Stop. This is okay too. Yep.
Here's Kate Sun coming down with her second stone after a very nice draw by Lori Yee. Looking to take it out, but unfortunately she's going to crash on her guard, take that out. And that shooter rolls out of play as well. So now Lori Yee will have a nearly open house. Doesn't have to worry about any of Kate's guards. It looks like Melvin is calling for her to put one to the left side. Keep that away from the shot rock for now. That's drifting nicely right around to the tee. A little less. Biting the 8-foot. Melvin's ladies now sitting 2. Quick scoring update on Sheet C. Team Single Barrel was able to take 2 in the second, and they have tied it up with BRRX 2-2 after 2. Here's Stacy Tedesco with her first stone, looking for the takeout on the stone to the left. And it's going to have to move a little bit. Yes, able to hit the takeout. Melvin sweeping hard and just able to get that shooter off of the house.
I like the same thing.
Melvin now calling for his second, Stephanie Erstead, to put it back.
I wouldn't plan on that cut again. Good line. Yep. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
One more update on Sheet D. Yep. One more update on Sheet D. Team Dobbs was able to take another one, steal one in the second end. They now lead 2-0 after 2. Shot by Stephanie Erstead. A little heavy, and Craig working hard to get it out, and just not quite able to. It's mostly in the back 12. Now Craig calling for Stacy to get rid of that shot rock in the front of the house. Fair bit of ice. I think he's coming up with maybe just half weight. Expecting it to move quite a bit, and it is. You're going to have to jump on this one quickly. And yes, good job by the sweepers to hold it. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to jam on that second yellow.
Oh, that wasn't enough weight at all.
No, unfortunately. As it turned out, it looks like a pretty solid freeze, actually. I can't see any separation between those two yellow stones. Bit of an odd angle, but definitely a good result from Melvin's ladies. I didn't quite see what Melvin was planning. Does he want to sit down?
He wants to sit in front of the yellows.
Yeah, I think that's the
Because
right call.
the bailout shot for red is to try to freeze to those 2 yellows, and he kind of wants to try to prevent that.
That makes sense. Stephanie Ursa with her second shot. Melvin likes the line, but Courtney's saying it's a bit light, so she and Lori get on it.
It's not light.
No, if that keeps going, that may come down to a sort of triple freeze. Not quite, no. It looks like it's just biting the 4-foot. Looks like Craig is asking his vice, Michael Zabronsky, to sit right on that last yellow stone.
It's a good shot call, but a little bit risky. A lot of yellows in the house now, so.
Yes. Likes the line. I think it might be a bit narrow, actually. Getting the sweepers on it quickly.
Actually, line's looking really good.
Oh, yeah, that's moving nicely.
Stay on the inside of that. It's a really good shot. No, it's just going to the outside a little bit.
That's going to be tough. Looks like yellow's still shot, and now those two backstones have a lot of protection. Melvin asking for a freeze. And again, I think that's a very good call. Quick update on sheet A. Team Inglis was able to take 2 in the second end. Or 3,
Or
I'm sorry.
3, oh, sorry.
Yes, they took 3 in the second end. They now lead 3-1 over like sweep to the slaughter. And this is looking like a pretty darn good shot. I think they've got it right in the pocket if they keep sweeping.
A little bounce. That's
A little
not
bounce there.
terrible.
Yeah, they're happy with that. Now that shot rock. And yellow is sitting 2 with 4 stones in the house. Craig Marquardt now calling for another freeze, hoping to sit just in front of that shot rock and take over the scoring opportunity.
A little wide.
Yeah, it's a little wide, and I think
And
it might be
heavy.
heavy, yeah. I think this might be a flash. Yes, it misses the entire house, unfortunately. Tough break for red, but Melvin's ladies with a golden opportunity to score a lot of points here. Melvin actually calling for the same shot Craig just did, sitting down on his yellow shot rock.
Yeah, but the rock's in now. Yes!
Courtney Shaw with her second stone. She looks a bit light from my eyes, but Melvin likes the line.
Hip line! Hip line!
Server's working hard at it. Looks like it's just maybe, but not quite biting. Still a solid guard.
Makes it very hard for Craig to actually get that freeze now.
Oh yes, definitely.
Could still probably get there.
At some point,
It guarded a little bit more of that inside of that rock, though. It's a tough shot.
Yes. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, with the amount of yellow stones in the house, I'd look more at hitting instead of freezing.
I think he's kind of out of options at this point. He kind of committed to trying to get that freeze, and if he doesn't get it, he knows he's in trouble. But
yeah,
he's kind of committed to it now.
Craig Marquardt coming down with his first stone. Oh, the sweepers are on this one quickly. I think he's a bit narrow. Got to get around that guard. Looks like they're holding it well, though.
Got room.
Yes, they've got it around the guard. And look at that.
Oh, no.
Oh, a little too far. That's a tough break. Looks like it moved out to third position, so yellow's still sitting 2, at least from our vantage point.
on the plus side of that shot, it actually did take away, since now red has 2 shots in there, there's no hit for 5.
Yes.
Which would have been
Small
really
victories.
devastating. Yeah,
Absolutely,
small
yeah.
victories, yeah.
Though Melvin does still have two stones left. So with 2 precision shots,
right,
he may be in for a big payday. Looks like he's going to call for, is that a heavy draw? Maybe just tap that red back. Looking for an awful lot of movement if it's going to be a tap back. But the right side of this sheet has been very, very swingy, it seems.
That's a bit wider than they've been throwing.
Yes, it is. And it looks like it's hanging out there quite a bit. Hey, it's moving now.
Still got to come over to that red. I think it's okay, but he might leave him a pocket to freeze to.
Yes. Just the top
Oh,
of the
actually, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought it was a little bit heavier than that, but that's a pretty decent spot.
Yes, it actually takes out the pocket, as now it's good protection for pretty much the entire left side. Sitting right on the tee line. Now Craig.
Actually, that's a really good spot because if Craig leaves it there, Melvin can throw that same draw and just freeze right to it and score 4. Oof. So Craig has to deal with this shot somehow. If he's calling for a draw to the button, I don't know how he gets there.
No, yeah, it's
really
nearly
tough.
It's nearly impossible to go around the left side with all of those stones in the way. And you come to the right side, trying to. I mean, you can't really try to follow him down.
No, he can't follow him down. He might actually be able to get just to the inside of the yellow on the left side of the 4-foot there.
Yes, but don't forget about that guard up at the top of the house.
That's not coming that way.
Blocking that port pretty well.
Well, I did not see what the shot call was. Did you?
No,
I mean,
I'm afraid not.
The broom is fairly tight.
Yes,
so
it is.
I'm assuming he's going to come with a little bit of weight.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea of hitting it heavy on the right side and praying. But
you don't want to move that other red out of the back, though. Oh, that's
true.
not good.
No, a little slip from Craig out of the hack. And he's got the sweepers on it quickly. And, oh my goodness, they took my advice. That's dangerous. And, oh no,
That was
unfortunately.
unanswered prayer.
And that's what happens when you take my advice. So it looks like red is still shot right now, but with the hammer
Melvin is
coming
looking
up.
like he might be trying to get a little fancy here.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Thinks that he might be able to hit it a little thin and get both of the reds out and score 6.
Well, let's look at it rationally. Absolute worst case scenario, he flashes and gives up 1. He absolutely doesn't want to do
No,
that.
well, he's not going to. He should be okay.
Yeah,
He should get 1 at least. If he gets a piece of the red, he should get 2.
At least. Well,
If he noses the red, he gets 4.
And if he makes his miracle shot, he gets 6.
Yeah. This will be interesting.
Well, it's the A finals. Might as well bring your A game.
And I mean, they're down 2, so you gotta.
You've definitely got to get points, and
Yeah. And this is a golden opportunity to score a lot of points.
yes. And let's be real, a hit for 4 is a great plan B.
I'm totally fine with that. Basically, just if it, play for the nose. If it runs straight, you get a little thin. Maybe you get lucky. But
Pretty much.
wow, right out of his hand, she's yelling.
Oh, it's moving quickly. And Courtney recognizes it immediately.
Just get nose. You gotta get nose, though. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, they were able to get it out. And Shooter did roll out, so Melvin's ladies do get 3 from that end and take over the lead. It's now 3-2 after 3 ends.
Still looking at it, though.
No, they've got it.
They haven't moved. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
Yep, 3. Okay. Well, as we said, that was the worst case scenario.
On other sheets. Oh. Hello. So we have on sheet D, Team Anderson was able to take 4 in the third end, and they now lead Team Dobbs 4-3. And on sheet C, Beer RX was able to steal 1 in the third. They now lead 3-2 after 3. We'll get you an update for sheet A once they finish the third end. In the meantime, Laura Yee readying her first shot for Melvin's ladies. Melvin very happy with that line. Looks like they're sweeping it just for a little bit of weight. That's going to be a very, very nice guard. Pushing it just to bite the 12. That looks like he got full 12. Here comes Kate Sun with her first zone. And it looks like they're looking to draw behind. No, I'm sorry, that went the other way. They come out to the corner, hit the 12-foot, maybe around to the, just making sure it's in. And he has a very nice biter to the 12-foot. Melvin, however, doesn't like it, and he has immediately ordered Laura to take it out, try to roll behind cover.
Oh my God, that's so much ice.
Laura coming down. It looks like she's got a pretty good line. Melvin hasn't called the sweepers on at all. And yes, very nice shot. Not quite rolling behind cover, but it does get to biting the back 8 right on the center line. Craig now calling for Kate to draw right down to that last stone, hoping to put it full 8. May have come out a little wide. And I'm afraid that's a bit wide. It's not moving nearly as much as they were hoping, but it should get in the house, no problem. It's full 8. Melvin now calling for another takeout, this time for Stephanie Erstead, hoping to roll behind their cover. He wants to come with some heat, and he definitely wants to hit this on the inside. He was hoping for, but a nice nose. Solid takeout by Stephanie Erstead. And now Melvin's lady sitting 3. Stacey Tedesco now in the half. Craig calling for the same hit and roll.
Ooh. That's, I don't know what. I don't think that's going near where he wanted it.
No, it's moving though, but it's not moving enough, I don't think. I'm afraid that's a field goal. 3 points in football, unfortunately 0 points in curling.
Not sure what you call it when it has 3 goalposts. But it went in between everything.
It did, yes. Melvin now debating between a draw and a promote here. Discussing with his vice, Courtney.
This is probably the right call. If you're not sure how to bury something in the top house, tap up is correct.
The tap up's a great shot because not only does it put your stone exactly where you want it, but it also provides it with a guard.
Line's okay. Get line. Get line.
Sweeper's on this hard. I think this might have come out a little light.
I think he was thinking he might need to draw around it, but now it's
just going to be
touch that a little bit.
Just touching, yes. Very little separation.
Needed a little more weight.
Yes.
It would have been a really good shot.
I think there's very little separation though, so it'll be tough to try to get them both out.
Yeah, this is another case where I think Craig is kind of committed. He can't hit a whole lot now. He has to get one behind those yellows.
Yes. And it looks like he's going to be coming in from the left side as we're watching it, the right side from the shooter. So if Stacy ends up a little wide, they can still go after the left stone on the outside, which is currently shot rock. The line looks good. Looks like from our angle they'll be able to get around the guards. Yes, and unfortunately
no.
it curled a little too much, and Melvin's able to get it out. That's a tough break. A little bit more sweeping, I think, before the guards, and they would have been able to freeze right on that back one.
They really only skinnied the guards by fractions of an inch.
Yes.
If it had just had a little less weight, it would have been a great shot.
Melvin now calling for, looks like a tap up. And that's not a bad call, because if he pushes that back, there's a real good chance he'll jam on that red and have him sitting at 4, if not maybe 5.
Well, he's already sitting for it.
Yes.
Yeah. I think if he just gets to the inside of the yellow, he kind of takes away that draw they just threw, and puts himself in a better position on the forefoot as well, without opening himself up.
Melvin has to
move
again. But yeah, it's got to move. Sweeper's riding the curl now.
Wow, there it goes.
But it does move.
Maybe not quite as much distance as they wanted to get out of that, but still pretty good.
Yes, it's definitely making it much harder for.
That window just keeps getting tighter and tighter. Still there. He's still got a shot at the forefoot, amazingly, but.
And they are absolutely going to take that shot. Hopefully, Michael can use the knowledge that they learned from the last shot. Haven't touched it yet. They are going to need to move as long as they're around the guards. They're definitely around the guards. And it looks like they're going to come right down to that back yellow stone. It's a good shot. Unfortunately, not shot rock. I'd say yellow is still sitting 2 from my vantage point.
Are we still 2?
And Melvin agrees with me. Looking to follow them down, it looks like. Courtney looking to take out that red rock that was just thrown. I think as a bonus, if they're able to roll behind that mess up at the top of the house, so much the better. I think it came in a bit light, though, and now it's going to crash.
It's not terrible, actually.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, Melvin looks happy with that. And I think they're
like
actually
no access to the forefoot now. Craig knows that. He's going to try to open up some access now.
Oh, yes. Just try to blow up all that yellow business in front of the house.
Unless he thinks he can maybe play a little hit and roll off of the outside yellow.
No, I think he's going to try to draw it.
No, he tapped the yellow stone, so maybe he's looking to just play a heavy draw, kind of wick in off of that yellow.
Yeah.
He signaled T-line.
It's going to be a shot that's going to have it's got to have a lot of touch on it. So now he's coming from the other side.
Whoa.
That's interesting. He may be looking to play that shot himself and just try to take out that yellow stone.
That one's curling right out of his hand.
Yes, it is. They've got to get on this hard. Otherwise, that yellow stone is going to jam on those red rocks in the back. Yes, good job by the sweepers to hold that. So yellow's still sitting one. Melvin and Courtney Shaw now working together to figure out what the best course of action is. Looks like they are very interested in taking out that last stone. It's Courtney figuring out the right angle. I think double is definitely there if they want it. Calls them on quickly, but now calls them off. Oh, I think it may have gone a bit wide. But no. Yes, they get the double. In fact, they get the triple.
Wow.
Really great shot. Really, really great shot. Great call, great sweeping. Well done all the way around. And now it looks like Melvin's ladies are sitting 3. I believe that is biting at the top of the 12.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's 2 biters. There might be 2 biters.
And there might be. That's
we don't have the overhead view, so I can't show you, but it's
really
close.
I think that top one, I see just a little bit of daylight, but the one on the center line is biting.
Yes. I mean, so how many shots do they have left? Is this hammer?
This is not hammer.
It's not hammer, so he has 2 shots left. Looks like he's going to draw.
Yes.
I think he was debating whether or not he should try to open something up a little bit more. But Melvin will likely draw after that. If he does, leave the shot there. There's a lot of yellows to run back, unfortunately, for Craig.
Yes, yes. I don't know. I honestly would have played, I would have thrown a laser just to the right side of the center line and watch what would have happened. But I'm still a newbie curler. Melvin's a veteran. And Craig's a veteran too. Looks like they're going to have to hold this. I think it was a bit narrow for his liking. They're going to have to get around that far left zone. And I'm not sure they were able to do it. Courtney coming out, getting ready to sweep that yellow stone into the house definitively. Oh, dear.
Well, in case there was any question, now
Yes,
it's
now
not a
it's
biter anymore.
definitely
It's
sitting
definitely
for. Now
in. What
Melvin.
is Craig's shot now?
Ooh.
So Melvin has to guard against something for Craig. What does Craig have left? Only
He
really the
accidentally-
promote?
Yes, he accidentally guarded up his own draw.
Yeah. So all he can do now is promote the red in.
Yes, I'll have to do some sort of angle raise. Otherwise, the draw coming around from the other side, that's a tough draw. I don't think it's there. Yes, I think the angle raise would be the only shot, and it'd have to be a great angle
Very
raise.
precise.
Yeah.
Yes, very precise shot. Melvin isn't even worrying about that. He thinks it's so hard. So
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to
he's going to try to get to the edge of the forefoot, I think, over here.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
call, because if you truly believe that your opponent can't make the shot that he's got to make, go ahead and throw another stone in the house, get another point.
I mean, that angle raise is so precise, and it's a high-pressure shot against 4 at this point.
Yes.
And if now you're making him throw against 5, that's really tough. The only thing he doesn't want to do is leave it open.
Yeah, he doesn't want an open hit and roll, because then they'd be able to just bop around all of the junk in the front of
As
the
long
house.
as he leaves it in the top 12, no, that's way short.
Yeah, he left that high. But that
I think
takes
that just checked up a little bit there.
I think so, yeah. But that does take away a lot of the draws from that side.
Right, there's no draw on that side now. And he still has the very precise angle raise against 4, which is a really tough shot.
Yes. I think the biggest thing to worry about is not so much hitting getting his own stone. That left stone in the 8 foot, right on the center line, is hanging out just enough. I think it's a very good chance he's going to take that. Now, if he's got enough weight, he'll be able to roll past it onto the 4 foot and still get his 1. Quick scoring update. Looks like Beer RX has stolen another 1 in the 4th end. They now lead 4-2 over Single Barrel. And Dobbs has taken 2 in the 4th end. Yes, it is now tied 4-4 on sheet D between Dobbs and Anderson. Sorry, what was that?
Sheet A has not hung their score yet. They are in the 5th end, or
I think they're in the...
they're still. Yeah, actually, they're still throwing in the 4th. They are behind everybody else.
Yes. And they've also not hung their 3rd end score. Or if they have Galata standing in front of it. Oh, there it is. Ah, yes. So it looks like
Schechter is up 4-3 now after 3.
yeah, Schechter
And
able to take 3 in the 3rd end. That is, Team Schechter is like sweep to the slaughter. All right, it looks like Craig is in the hack and ready to go.
Looks like he took a lot of ice, so he's hoping maybe just to draw.
They're sweeping this hard already. I think he may have come in light. They've got to be very, very precise on this. Make sure they hit on the outside of their red stone, and I'm not sure they're getting there. They may actually
close.
be drawing that
No.
port. Oh my
Way.
goodness.
Wow, really? Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my good. Wow. What a fantastic shot.
Wow. Applause from the warm room on that shot. I did not see a straight draw there at all. I don't know that that's what he called, but it worked out.
Wow, incredible shot. And we're going to sweep you up. It takes 1. Whew.
That was a pressure shot against four yellows sitting in there. Somehow managed to squeeze through all of those guards and just managed to eke out his 1. Wow.
Really, really impressive from Craig Marquardt. Great job trusting his sweepers, trusting his call. And now after 4 ends, we are tied 3-3.
Just what you expect from an A event final, right?
Oh, absolutely, yes. You know, if that shot is just a little bit off, this game might already be over.
Yeah.
You know, for all intents and purposes. Kate Sun now coming down with her first stone. Just crossing the center line there, and it looks like it's in the house, just to the 12-foot. Thank you very much. Kate Sun giving me a look that says, I can't believe my skip just made that shot. Here's Laura Yu with her first shot. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and try to take out Kate's first. And looks like, oh, that moved quite a bit. Afraid that's a miss for Laura. Craig now calling for a guard on Kate's first stone. Second stone, excuse me. This definitely looks like it has less weight. It definitely has to move though. Yeah, it came out with more weight actually than they were expecting. Now they want to bury it behind that second stone. Or behind that first stone. And we're not able to bury it. It looks like it's right on the 4-foot, right on the center line. Technical difficulties. I will try to figure this out real quick. There we go. Laura Yu with her second stone. They're looking to go after that stone on the 4-foot, and they're able to push it out. Melvin working hard to get that out of the house, and he does so. Should rolled out of play, so red still sitting one. Here's Stacy Tedesco with her first stone.
Wait, don't leave! Where is it?
Craig trying to figure out where it is. Looks like they want to. Looks like it's a bit lighter than he'd like. They're trying to bring it in down as far as they can. Looks like it's a nice center 2 guard. Stephanie said, now in the hack. They're looking to take out this stone at the top 12. Oh, Melvin calling him on quick. She may have been a bit narrow, but I think they're going to hold it nicely. Melvin a little less happy with that than he'd like. Apologies for that. Curling is a intense sport sometimes. Stacy Tedesco in the net for her second stone. Looking to draw behind their red guard.
Sound is working.
Sorber's working hard on it. I don't think she had the weight she was looking for.
That is well short.
Yes, that's going to be just past their other guard on the center line. So it'll be tough to approach that left side without taking out either of those guards. Unfortunately, the right side of the house is completely open.
Yeah, Melvin's going to try to use this, maybe split it on.
That sounds like a good call.
Pretty close to the house already. You just need to hit it a little bit on the inside, I think, and then, or I guess he's not happy with where those will end up, so he looks like he's going to peel this center guard instead.
Not a bad call. Line looks fine. Stephanie came down with some good weight. Oh no, but it's not moving as much as she'd like. And that flashes by everything. Wow.
Everybody's saying wow on that one. That was a really tight window, and it somehow went between everything.
I think if Stephanie meant to do that, it'd be a great trick shot. Unfortunately, it's just a flash for us. Here's Michael Zabronsky. We're going to sweep you up vice, readying his first stone. And it looks like he will be playing a takeout on the yellow stone. That's currently just in front of the house. Oh, their sweepers are on this one quickly. I think Michael might have been a little narrow, so they've got to hold it. And it looks like they've done a nice job holding it. It's good to hit and roll. The shooter did not make it into the house, so it's currently a completely clean house. Melvin now calling for Courtney Shaw. Looks like he wants to take that out and roll behind those two guards. No, that looks more like draw weight. I thought they were going for a takeout, but it looks like they're just going to try to draw behind. Calling the sweepers on hard, and it looks like that was a right call.
A little bit short.
A little bit short. Oof. Not quite in the house, unfortunately. It's behind that guard, but it is just a few inches in front of the house. Craig now readying his vice, Michael Zabronsky, for their next shot. Quick update on Sheet A. Team Inglis was able to take one in the fourth. It is now tied after 4 on Sheet A, 4-4 between Team Inglis and Lake Sweep to the Slaughter. Here's Michael Zabronsky. We're going to sweep you up vice. Looking to skinny that guard and hit and roll on that yellow. They get the hit, but I'm afraid they don't get the roll. But having that there leaves open a few possibilities. Definitely a split on is available. It's with a lot of junk in front of the house. It's going to be tough.
And a lot of red junk.
A lot of red junk, yes. It's going to be tough for Courtney and Melvin to get around all of that and find a seam to get into the house. It looks like they're going to come.
I'm going to try to draw from the left side now.
They're going to draw from the left side, and I think with that ice, they're going to be aiming for the port between the two leftmost stones. Melvin calling them on, calling the sweepers on it hard, and I think it was the right call. They found the line.
The line is really good.
Really well done by Courtney Shaw, but yes, oh look at that, right on the butt. Great shot by Courtney Shaw.
Very nice. That's going to be actually really hard to get to too. I thought it was going to over curl a little bit, but that is nicely behind the guard.
His best case scenario, I think, is to try to follow that exact line, because you just watched.
He might be able to come from the right side as well. It curls nicely either side.
Yes. The upside for we're going to sweep you up is that if they accidentally crash any of their guards into the house, it's their guards.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
That's something that Melvin and Courtney didn't have the luxury of.
And if Craig somehow leaves this short at all, no matter which side they come from, Melvin is going to have a draw on one of the sides.
Yes. Because now he's very sure of the ice on the left side, and I think there's more room on the right side.
I believe the call was to try to come down into the top four.
Yes, and they're coming down the right side this time, looking to draw that port between the rightmost stone and the stone directly on the center line. Here's Craig with his first stone. Oh, the sweepers are on it quickly. I'm not sure if he was narrow or light, but
it's not narrow. It's got plenty of room.
Yeah, I think that's a great line as far as it looks.
Oh no, he doesn't have plenty of room. It's really close.
Oh, just ticking. They're able to sweep it into the house, onto the full top 12.
It just seemed like it had so much room, and then it just curls a ton. Wow. I think it was a little bit light as well. It needed to get to the top four. It only got, even after it ticked, it only made it to the top 12, so it was probably a little bit short. If he had had the correct weight, top four to tee, it would have been a really, really good shot.
Yes, and now I believe Melvin is going to be playing I think he's going to go for a hit and roll here, hitting off that stone that was just thrown.
I don't think he would come at that angle if he was. I think he's just trying to draw in.
Just draw in through that port?
Yeah, draw in through the port. It opened up a little bit as Craig ticked off of that one, so there's a little bit more room now. And if he can get, we know it curls around, so if he can get buried again, he'll be sitting two, and it'd be really hard for Craig to do anything about it.
Yes. The line looks all right.
They're going to have to do a plan B. They're calling a little heavy.
I think they may be playing that tick anyway. And no, it curls all the way around. And ooh, that's very close between those two stones. If nothing else, that definitively blocks the draw from that side.
Yeah, you're not drawing from that side. So now Craig has a tough choice. I don't really know that the double is there.
No,
just because of how close together that yellow and red are, it's really tough. A really tough shot.
Yeah,
and if you think that, and it looks like to me that red is second shot. So
yeah, just by hair.
Yeah, it's a tough shot. I don't know if. I'm not really sure what he wants to do actually. I mean, because Melvin can throw the other side, the left side.
Yes.
For a draw. Do you want him to throw that left side because he just threw the right side? So do you guard it? Or do you try to draw one in over here on the left side?
Is there a promote possibility from the stone right on the center line?
I don't think so. I think you would
yeah,
have to
it's
draw
too much
straight
ice.
in this way.
I think it's too much.
I don't
or
think
there's not enough ice.
at this point. I think yellow is scoring 1, unless something crazy happens. It looks to me the ice that he's taking is going to be a guard.
Yeah, it looks
So he basically wants to say, okay, Melvin, if you can throw a draw on the other side, go for it. I'm not going to let you throw the same shot twice.
And I think that's a smart move. You know, it's yellow's hammer, so forcing them to take 1 is not a bad solution. You know, it's a very close game. It's tied up right now.
And the other thing is, too, I mean, there's a small possibility that if Craig left him this shot, that he might be able to split them on somehow and get 3.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that.
I mean, if he kind of hits the inside of the yellow and knocks the red out, they would probably get 3 at that point. So
Craig Marquardt looking to shut the door on any sort of multiple scoring opportunity.
pretty light, so it's definitely a guard.
Oh, yes.
Looks like it's in a good spot.
This is looks like it's fitting right inside that.
Oh, maybe
pocket.
a little bit heavy.
Actually drew in there.
It's a pretty good spot because the window between those two reds is pretty tight.
Yes, I think it's
Melvin's not
maybe a
even looking
stone's
at that
width.
side at all, so
No,
he's just going straight for the draw on the other side.
looking for a draw for 2. He knows this ice. He watched Courtney put one right through that port, right onto the button.
Hopefully sweepers gave him the information because they know what the ice did on Courtney's shot. He needs to basically bite the 8-foot to get his deuce.
Here's Melvin Shaw with the hammer. Keeping the sweepers close. They're pretty happy with the line right now. Oh, here's Courtney calling them on. Got to make sure that they're through that port, and they are quite easily.
Yeah, I don't think they can. Don't think they're going to hurt it. It looks like it's
Nope,
easy.
that
deuce.
is a
Very
great,
nice.
great shot. Very nice pair from Courtney and Melvin Shaw. They're able to get their deuce, and after 5 ends, Melvin's ladies now take the lead, 5-3. Some quick scoring updates for you as we roll along. Looks like on sheet D, Team Dobbs has taken another one in the 5th, and after 5 ends, they lead at 5-4. On sheet C, Single Barrel has taken 1 in the 5th, and they currently trail 4-3 to Beer RX. And on sheet A, we only have the score after 4 is currently tied 4-4. First stone by Lori Yee, the lead for Melvin's ladies. And this is a very nice guard, as long as they can get over the hog line. They're working hard at it, and yes, that's a nice high guard. Craig calling for a corner guard from Kate Sun. That seems like it's moving quite a bit right off the rib. Got to make sure they get it over the hog line. The sweepers are working hard at it. And yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. That's a nice corner guard.
Maybe a little bit further out than he wanted.
Yeah, a little, but still certainly a serviceable shot. Courtney, or I'm sorry, Melvin now looking to draw in around their guard, sit it behind in the house. Melvin's happy with the line from Laura Yee.
Gonna turn. Gonna turn. Yep.
And as it curls, the sweepers get on it. They're bringing it as far as they can. Didn't quite get it around the guard, but it is right on the center line.
Yeah. Good weight, Laura.
All the way.
Craig wasting no time in calling for the hit. Here's Kate Sutton's second stone. It's going to have to move quite a bit if they want to get this stone out. And I'm not sure it's going to do it. No, just flashing by, unfortunately. So an opportunity for Melvin Shaw here.
Tap it. I like this half.
Calling for a little bit of a tap up from Stephanie Erstad. Just hoping to move it a little bit closer to the button, give it its own guard. About right, but it's going to have to move if they want to tap up. Oh, there it goes.
Pretty nice.
Yes, it's going to slide over behind cover. Very nice shot.
Great weight stuff.
Now Gray calling for Stacy Tedesco to take out that top stone. And if he gets a double, I'm pretty sure he won't be mad. It looks a bit wide from this angle, but here it comes. No, just flashing by. That's a tough break. Melvin now calling for a guard with the amount of takeouts that we're going to sweep you off have been throwing. I think that's a good move. Quick update for Sheet A. Team Inglis has taken 1 in the 5th. They've stolen 1. So they now lead they've now tied it with, they've now taken the lead from Team Schechter from leg sweep to the slaughter, 5-4. Here's Stephanie Erstad with her second stone. Line looks fine, but unfortunately I think it's a bit light. They got to make sure they've got it over the hog line, and that should be no problem. Just going to leave it high. That would be a very nice guard.
Perfect, great.
That's exactly where we wanted it.
Melvin very happy with that. Craig now calling for another shot at that takeout. This time with a little extra trouble in front. But coming from that side.
He might be able to actually use that outside guard now. If he hits it a little bit on the outside, might get the double and then roll behind that guard out there.
Ah, yes.
It's a possibility.
They're sweeping hard. They've got to make sure they get around this yellow guard.
Got to hit it first. That's the important thing.
Oh, yes. And I think that's exactly what's happened here. Able to get one. But it rolls out. I don't believe
it
that's
just rolled
biting.
out a little bit.
Yeah. And while they did get one out, weren't able to get 2. Though that second stone they hit is well out in the open.
Melvin just said that the redstone is not in the house. So he is just going to tuck another one in for second shot behind the center guards. Trying to make life really tough for Craig.
So this is less room than we had on your last rock at the previous end going this way, right? Yes. I was just trying to talk about
Courtney Shaw readying her first start. Ooh, that's moving quite a bit. They're going to have to stay on that hard if they want to get around that guard. And just barely. That's going to end up being a great shot, I think. It's down to
That is
full
a great
four.
shot.
Yes.
Great sweeping, great shot, great team shot. Craig is in a world of trouble now.
Yes. It seems like it seems like he's been in trouble for most of these ends.
But he somehow manages to pull it out a lot of times. I think this is the correct call. You got to get rid of the center guard.
Yes, no doubt.
There's no other shot that you might be able to try to play a hit and roll off the outside yellow, but that at this point of the game, it's only
his team has to start making their hits. That came with some heat. And if they're able to hold this, they may be able to run it back. Oh!
good. Watch your feet.
Watch your feet, Kate.
I still think it would have hit that. She get hit her foot.
A little bit of a discussion here.
I think it did hit her somehow.
It definitely hit her. It hit her feet. Good job by Kate to keep her feet. They're just now discussing what would have happened had it not. And quite frankly, I think it was on the same trajectory.
Yeah. I don't think she moved it at all. It was heading straight for that yellow rock, and it hit it still.
So it looks like it's going to be no harm, no foul.
Melvin's going to put that guard right back up.
Oh, yes.
No, I want to end with that because that was such a good draw.
Courtney forgetting that she has another rock here.
I was
I'm kind of wondering about that. I was trying to figure out how many more shots everybody had, and she was standing down here.
I think it was less forgetting and more wishful thinking.
Yeah. She really liked her first draw, and it was a great draw, and she's like, I'm done. That's it.
Call it a day.
There are many days that I would like to just end on a positive shot.
Oh, absolutely.
Say thank you very much. Goodbye.
On Thursday, I play Leeds, and I had a great second stone of the first end. And at that point, I just wanted to call
It's
it a
the
day.
first end, yeah, right.
Come back into the warm room, just relax, have some crackers. But no, then there was a whole
There's a whole
rest of
other
the day.
7 ends, yeah,
Yeah.
still to go.
Looking to just make sure it gets over the hog line on the left side of the center line, and that's a great guard. Well, I think he left it a bit high. They're still going to be able to attack this this shot rock.
Yeah, it's so high that there's still, I mean, it curls a lot.
It does,
It
yes.
definitely curls enough that you can get to probably the nose of that shot.
Yeah, definitely. And if they're able to bring it over just a little bit to the right side, then they'll have a little bit more cover. But first things first, they've got to hit that stone. That looks like it should be well around the guards, but it does have to move quite a bit.
That's
I'm not sure
pretty
it's going
wide.
to, yeah. I'm afraid that's a flash.
And a little heavy, yep. If he had had the right weight, I think he was only calling for back 8. If he had had back 8 weight, it would have come pretty close to the shot, but it was a little wide and a little heavy. So.
Yes, and that's a fatal combination.
Because you're going to have, y'all want to
So now Melvin is going to try to make a better guard out of this one.
I mean, Melvin, even if we ended up here,
Taking a little bit more ice.
I think they might be calling a freeze. I believe they want to put this in the house.
They definitely want it closer to the house. And I think they're saying if it overcurls a little bit, if you come to the face of that yellow, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Ideally, I think they want to end up being, maybe a biter, top 12, somewhere around there.
I agree.
But definitely well to the right of the center line. Right from the camera view to the right of the center line. So that it covers that half of that stone that is exposed right now.
Yes, I agree.
Don't want to give Craig that same shot again.
Seemed a bit light coming out of Melvin's hand. But Melvin's a strong gentleman, so you never can quite tell with him.
That is hanging way out there.
Yeah, it is. Looks like they might be able to drag it into.
That's actually okay.
Yeah.
I think that ends up in a good spot. It came over enough. That's a pretty good spot.
I think they're pretty happy with that. There is definitely still a shot there to try to take out that shot rock, but the window has closed just a little bit. Although now if they wanted to double, I think that's there as well.
The double is there, but then your red rock does not end up being shot rock.
That's true.
Tough. I mean, you could also just... I'm really not sure.
I'm not sure they're sure either.
It's a lot of tough calls. If you make the double, that's great. If you nose it, then you leave your red rock there to do something with later, maybe.
And if it overcurls and you're able to tap back the shot rock,
right,
so much the better.
Yep.
And I think that's the call they're going to go with.
You're going to try to do something with the front yellow.
Excuse me.
Pretty much, unfortunately for what is the name? We're going to sweep you up. They seem to be facing a lot of opposing stones in the house whenever Craig comes up to throw.
Yes, the front
but
end
he's been clutch so far. I mean, he
has
thrown some very, very good shots.
Ooh, they're going to have to get on this quickly to make sure they get around the guards. They've done so.
He's going to go for the double, it looks like.
Just getting one, though.
Oh, just missed the double.
Yeah, it was close. And it was a good sweep to hold it and make sure it didn't crash on the guards. Unfortunately, only able to get one. That rock is hanging around, though, so it is third stone. Yellow is still sitting two.
It is usable, though, so, I mean, there's possibilities that he might... For one thing, it definitely opens up access to that yellow again. So now they can get back to, if Melvin doesn't block this draw, he can throw a heavy draw to that that yellow and knock it out.
Yes.
If Melvin doesn't throw the guard in the correct place, he can use that red to promote it into the forfeit as well. So that was what that shot was all about. It's all about giving yourself options with your last rock.
Melvin Shaw now coming in with his last rock.
And Melvin obviously trying to take away some of those options.
Calling the sweepers on quickly. Which should have no problem getting around the guard unless he moves quickly. That's a solid guard.
Well, so that pretty much blocks that draw. So Craig is going to have to try to do something with his red rock.
Yes, there's really nothing on the right side as we're looking at it. Left side from the shooter's perspective.
Yeah, I think the only thing he has is either try to play a double on the red or just promote his red into the forefoot. It's actually really, really tight on the promote.
Yes, it is. I think really...
He's actually
I think
looking at the possibility, it's really flat though, of playing the double off the outside yellow.
Now that would
That
be a
is
very
so flat. I don't think it's possible.
No. They may just be looking to cut him down. If they're able to knock that out, and really no matter what happens, they would just be giving up the steal of 1. Not ideal, but it's something.
I think he might think that he can actually get to this edge of the button from that side where he's pointing right now. Because the Yellowstone is just fully in the top 4.
Yes, but there's
if he can get to the side of the button from this side,
that's all he needs. Yeah,
it's the
yes, that Yellowstone right on the outside edge of the top 4, so the button is fully exposed.
But as we mentioned before, I think Melvin played the correct shot because he took away the shot that Craig just threw.
Yes.
And now Craig has to throw to the other side of the ice.
Which really hasn't been used almost at all.
Not at all, yeah. Not at all. And he's throwing a cold draw basically to the side of the button. And that's why they pay the skips the big bucks.
Wait, they paid the skips?
Nope, not at all.
Ah, okay.
Big bucks still is 0.
Oh, they're going to have to get on this. Here it comes. They may have overswept that. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's getting the side of the button and
Oh,
just passed.
unfortunately.
And, a little
And that's
too
going to be
heavy.
a steal of 2 for yellow, for Melvin's ladies.
Really nice line, just didn't quite dig in for him.
Yeah. And that'll make the score 7-3 after 6 ends. Melvin's ladies in front. Let's see if we can get you some updates from around the other sheets. It looks like Team Anderson over on sheet D was able to take 1 in the 6th, and they've now tied it up with Dobbs, 5-5. Over on sheet C, looks like Single Barrel has taken 1 in the 6th, and it is now 4-4. They are tied with Beer RX. And in the 5th, we still have...
Still playing in the 6th end.
Yeah, they're still
on
playing in
sheet
the 6th end on sheet A.
They are behind everybody. They're playing with a ton of rocks in the house
Oh
every
my
end.
goodness, yes. So there must be a lot of discussion going on as to what they want to do.
You actually can't actually see. I'm trying to see if you can see. Even though you can see half of the sheet,
That doesn't really tell
from
the
our
whole
perspective,
story.
there are an additional 5 rocks that you can't see that are in play on that sheet. So.
Oh. Is that going to do it for that end? No, not yet.
We can still have a couple rocks left.
There's at least
One
one
rock
rock.
left,
Yeah.
yeah. So over on sheet A, it looks like
Looks like looks like
Inglis is sitting 1.
and they have a hit for a possible 3. Yeah, from my angle, it looks like they have a hit for a possible 3.
And switch the camera.
Thank you. Okay, so I think if they're able to hit the inside of that yellow that's sitting second shot, I think that would be a good 3. Kate Sun with her first stone over on our feature matchup, sheet B. Just to the left of Laurie's first guard. We've got 2 nice guards. Aw, the stones made friends.
Melvin, I don't think actually wants that yellow guard to be there. He was calling for possible peel of shame, but decided to leave it there and draw behind it. With a 4-point lead, you don't really want guards.
No.
A little tight. Normal. Yes. Can't hurt it. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looking to hold it tight.
It's going to take a little bit and roll away.
was a very
Wow,
nice
very
shot.
nice.
Very nice shot by Andy Inglis from Team Inglis over on sheet A. A very nice hit for 3. And after 6 ends, they now lead like Swoop to the Slaughter. Looks like 8-4.
7-5, I think. Right? Or
Nope.
they're red.
Oh, I had them backwards. Excuse me.
Yes, 7-5, I think.
My apologies. Yes. I messed up that scoreboard. And that should be right, and that should be right, yes. And Stephanie Erstad getting ready for her first stone. Looking like, I think they want to try
I think they're just
either
peeling that guard.
drawing around or...
I think they're peeling the guard.
Well, there is a red
Craig
stone
made a
behind
nice,
it.
Yeah, Craig made a nice draw behind, and they are looking to just either run it back or just peel the guard.
That looks almost on the nose, but I think that's going to be a peel. Yep.
Oh, just
Melvin a little disappointed.
But it did open that shot up.
Yes.
Melvin saying he thought he had it. Really close shot.
Here's Stacy Tedesco getting ready for her first shot, second shot. Looking to draw around on the left side now.
Trying to drag this one into the house. Don't know if they're going to get it.
No,
there.
I don't think that's got the...
Just has so far out, it's hard to play on that fresh ice.
Yes.
Don't know what weight to throw. Now
Melvin calling for Stephanie to take out that stone that was opened up by her previous shot. Courtney calling it lighter than the last shot. And they should be able to...
Yes. Will it stay around?
Yes, it will.
Very nice shot.
Rolling just to the edge of the 4 foot and under plenty of cover. And now once again, Craig has his work cut out for him if he wants to knock that out. I think there's enough of the... They're looking to draw in?
Yeah, I think they're drawing in. I think he signaled T-line, so I think he's trying to freeze to that yellow stone if he can.
So far, everyone seems pretty happy with the weight.
It's got to curl a bunch, though.
It does. Oh, it looks like
Plenty
it's
of
drifting,
room.
actually. Yeah, that drifted quite a bit. Melvin's going to work hard to get that out. And he's not quite able to. It hangs around in the back 12. There's a good line, just a little too much juice.
Nice shot.
Now discussing their next shot. Looks like they're going to go for another draw. Melvin changing his mind now.
Yeah, but then we run it.
I will just say, Courtney was not committed to that shot.
No.
And if she's not committed to a shot, she's going to let you know.
Yes.
Which is
especially if
it's
Melvin's
whatever
her
you're
skip.
comfortable with, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And she is not shy to let you know.
Not even a little. She's not mic'd up, by the way, but we can hear her plain as day.
So this is tighter ice. What did they call?
I
Did
believe
they
they're
call
calling
draw?
I thought they were calling the guard, actually.
Yeah, 5's really good.
5's really good, he said. So I think they are calling the draw behind.
Okay.
Just tuck it a little bit. I think basically the idea is they're not going to be able to close off the whole 4 foot.
Yes, this is far too much ice there.
Like even if you put a guard on the center somewhere, he's still going to be able to draw to the edge of the 4.
Yes.
So you might as well just stack some in there.
Get the
put
points.
the pressure on. They've had a lot of success just putting the pressure on. If they leave this short in the top 12, don't be too deep.
No, they're drawing in behind. Looks like just biting the top 12.
And now they effectively cut off the access to the 4 foot, so Craig is going to take that out.
So I think it's another case of let's peel off that top stone, and if we get the one on the 4 foot, so much the better. But they've got to be careful coming that way because they do have their stone in the back 12 that things could jam on. Calling these sweepers on pretty quickly. And they've got a good angle at something. Oh no.
Ooh, just inside. Actually, if they kept on sweeping, they might have had the double there.
Yeah.
Well, now there's no draw, I don't think, for Melvin to get in. So he's just going to guard.
I don't think this hooks that hard, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's it called?
Guard.
Guard is the right call here.
Yes, definitely.
You don't want them to be able to use that red. So
another steal, another potential steal for one would be, I think Melvin would be more than happy with that.
not putting a burden to it.
No, I think they're happy with both the weight and the line. I know Melvin's happy with the line. The weight looks like it's going to be just in front of that red guard.
It's a good shot.
Yes. Not completely blocking up the port, but it definitely helps close it a little bit.
Well, it also takes away that run back.
Ah, yes.
There was a possibility that red could have run their red back into the yellow, been sitting 2.
With a lot of cover.
Yeah, exactly. So now you take away that run back. Craig obviously peeling this guard because he would like to open up that access back up.
Yes. And I'm presuming he'll want to hit this on the inside, make sure it angles away from all of his rocks.
Yeah. Whoa!
But I'm not so sure. Ooh. This is going to be a nose.
Gonna nose. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Very nice run back.
Wow.
I'm not sure he planned to do that, but he's pretty happy about it no matter what.
Oh my goodness.
Getting that yellow set off the field.
That was a long
very long
double
run
run
back,
back. Long double run back. I mean, the shot was there.
The shot was there, but I don't think they were planning on that.
No, he was definitely calling a peel.
Yes. I think they call that a plan A+.
Yeah.
So now a nearly open house. Red is sitting 1 with 1 in the back 12.
All of the other stones closest to the house are yellow, though. So if Melvin tries to throw a draw and he's heavy, he can use his own yellow guards to tap them up possibly. If he has the line for the straight draw, he can just draw.
Yes, he's got.
And the only stone he has to outcount is just barely fully in the 12-footer. So there's a lot of room
options
to work with. And if he makes it, Craig is going to have to make another fantastic shot. So
I think that's going to be, just from the line, looks like they're going to be tapping up that yellow guard. There you go.
Tapping it a little bit to the outside. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Shot rock.
Yeah, mostly in the
Is
8.
it open at all, though? Can they see through that hole there?
Oh, yes, they can. There's probably I'd say about a 2 stones width court.
Yeah, they just hit it a little bit too far to the inside,
And if they come at it with some weight, peeling out some of those guards is also not a bad move. Craig still has 2 stones left. Maybe a stone and a half width in that port. But if he's narrow, he can try to run out that guard. If he's wide, he can try to run out the other guard. There's a lot of good options here, as long as he's got the weight. With that delivery, I'd say he's definitely got the weight.
a little bit of a fishtail there, yeah. Got a curl. It's coming in good, but it's still on the outside.
Oh, peeling out that one guard. So it does open that up a little bit, but it also opens up a draw for Melvin.
Yeah, and he knows what this ice does now. So
Yes.
pretty much the same line he just threw for that tap up. And now he can just straight draw in. Leave Craig facing another 2 yellows in the house with a really, really tough shot.
You can definitely make one circus shot, but when you're asked to make a circus shot every single end, it gets tired.
It wears on you.
It does. And I think over the past few ends, it's really shown for Craig. Stone coming down. Looks like it's drawing in nicely. Might just
Play a
tip.
little tick. I think he might be
Nope,
heavy.
he's past it. Michael working hard to get it out, but no, it's going to be full 8 in the back 8.
So Craig,
Yellow now sitting 2, and with the hammer, Craig has to do something. I think a double is pretty much impossible here
no,
for
there's
2.
no double.
So it's got to be.
He's got to draw, I think.
Yes, I
is
think it's
all
got
he
to be a
can
draw
do.
for 1.
Yep. And he's seen Melvin throw 2 on that line, so he knows where to put the broom, I think.
Yes, and if he pretty much sits right on Melvin's last rock, that's a great draw for 1. Quick update on sheet C. Looks like BRX has the yellow. Yeah, BRX currently has the lead after 7 ends, 5-4. We are still waiting on. Yes, on sheet D they blanked the 7th end,
And,
so they're still tied.
and Dobbs has the hammer in the 8th end.
All right, here's Craig's hammer shot.
Sorry.
They're following it down. Sweeper's working hard at it. And looks like they found the port. And now letting it go and
Very nice shot.
trying to follow in. They've got to get it, as long as they get it closer. Yeah.
Just barely. They almost
Yes.
gave up on it too early.
Oof. Yes, that's 1 red. So in the 6th end, or I'm sorry, in the 7th end, we're going to sweep you up, takes 1. And they now trail 7-4, going into the 8th and final end. but down 3 without the hammer, it's going to be a tough road to hoe for Craig Marquardt and the rest of We're Going to Sweep You Up.
Especially given how much Melvin's team has pretty much controlled the past 3 ends in a row.
Yes.
Of just a lot of yellow rocks in the house and not a lot of red.
Yes, that last end, I think, was more defined by the inability of We're Going to Sweep You Up to make their hits.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. There was a lot of Melvin drawing in and We're Going to Sweep You Up trying to like improvise and make something happen.
Yes.
And it just wasn't there.
And it's actually worked more often than not in this game, which is kind of a credit to both their ability and I suppose their faith in the curling gods. But time may be running out for We're Going to Sweep You Up.
A steal of 3 is going to be really, really tough at this point.
Yes. Kate Sun's first stone. Looks like it'll be a...
Sure.
Yes, it's definitely a guard. Just to the
Not
left
on the
of
center line, but
certainly a very
guards are good at this
serviceable-
point.
Yeah,
so.
certainly a very serviceable shot. Laura Yeek now coming down for her first shot. Looking to, I believe they're trying to draw behind.
I believe they're drawing to the open side.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very happy with this. To the tee. Just inside the 8 foot. Yeah, I believe that's full 8. Now Craig looking to take that out.
No, I think he's just going to throw. He's got to throw guards. At this point, he's down 3. He can't hit anything. He has to throw more guards to try to give himself. So he's going to try to throw the center guard this time instead of
to the side.
Instead of that other one being a little bit to the off center. So got out to the broom nicely this time.
Yes.
Whether it's the weight,
I think it's a
looks
bit
a little
heavy, yeah.
Or a lot heavy.
Yeah. It's definitely in the house, and it might be through the house, depending on how hard Melvin works at it. He's not quite able to get it out, I don't think. It's still biting the back 12. So it's going to possibly provide convenient backing for someone, but no, Laura's just says, get rid of it.
Yep. At this point, Melvin basically just saying any rocks of theirs in the house are going to be dangerous eventually, possibly. So you want to make sure get rid of them.
And that's definitely the right call. You know, you're up 3, you've got the hammer. Yeah. You simply want to get rid of their
Even
stones.
if it is only second shot way in the back 12, you don't want to leave it there.
Yes. Because strange things happen in curling.
Yep.
And that's a very nice shot by Laura. She had a really nice pair this end. No, I'm afraid there's too many people in front of the scoreboard for sheet A, but I believe they just wrapped up their 7th end. When we know the score, we'll let you know. Thank you guys so much for joining us, by the way. If you like what you see and you're perhaps a curling newbie, if you're certainly in the area, please check out our Learn to Curl next Tuesday. I'm sorry, next Saturday, the 21st. On sheet A, it looks like things are all tied up. Team Inglis was able to take 2 in the 7th end and is now tied 7-7 in the 7th. Someone should go play a slot machine.
Very competitive games all around.
Yes, this is exactly what you hope for in a Bond Spiel finals. Yeah. When the biggest lead is only 3 points, and you've got 2 ties and a 1-point game. That's really fun. That's really fun. We'll try to keep you as updated as we can for all of the games. Stephanie Erstad's first stone is a nice peel of the guard. Courtney working hard to try to get that hanging onto the house, but afraid not.
I think that's touching the side line. Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Just a bit.
Good enough.
Courtney actually looks a little disappointed that it just ticked over.
I don't think you're. There's no guards in front. They do not care.
No. Here's
The
Stacey
rest is
Tedesco with her
irrelevant.
next stone.
Yes, guys, yes.
They're going to have to work hard at this one. It's a bit light. They've done a nice job getting it over, though. And it looks like it's going to be a nice center guard. And Melvin says, oh, that's a nice guard. It'd be a shame if someone took it out. Stephanie Erstad coming down now. Sweepers on it very quickly. I think she was a bit more narrow than she'd have liked, but the sweepers are holding it very nicely. And that's a great peel. Laura working hard to get that shooter out, and does so. So once again, a nearly clean sheet. Only one Yellowstone in the back 12.
It's going to be really, really hard. There's only 4 rocks left. Craig needs to somehow generate 3 points out of the remaining 4 rocks. It's going to be really, really hard.
Yes, because anything he throws up there, Melvin will just say, go hit it.
Yep.
And he only needs to get...
He's going to need a couple misses.
Yes. Because really he'd only need 2 hits.
Yep.
If he's able to get 2 stones out of the way, then that's ball game. Here's Michael Zabrowski's first stone. As it comes down the sheet. Yes, it's definitely in the house. Looks like it's curling almost to the button. Just to the right of the button on the inside the 4-foot, back 4. Well, we have an opportunity. We also want to thank all of the amazing volunteers we've had this weekend. From everyone running the bar, keeping things on time. Of course, JR and Heidi Gross doing
Oh my God, JR and Heidi Gross, I love you.
doing yeoman's work in the kitchen with
The food was
some of the best German
amazing
food I think
today.
I've ever had. I think this is the
The
best
whole
German
weekend.
food I've ever had.
Absolutely, it was great.
Really, really well done. JR and Heidi should be really proud of themselves, as well as all
I mean,
of
they
the
didn't.
kitchen
They
helpers.
didn't just go. Oh, we're just gonna do brats. They went all out. They made schnitzel and.
Did you have that rouladen on Friday night?
It was
the
the
little
beef
rolls?
roll up. Oh, it was great.
My God, that was incredible. Oh, that's a miss from Courtney. And
so
that
there's
may
the
open a window.
opening that they needed. They do still need to get 3. Still need to get 3.
The
It's
warm
calling
room
for the
heckling us
guard.
now. They're making fun of us.
Bold strategy, trying to miss that. Like,
Do we really sound like the dodgeball guys?
no.
All right.
Oops.
Come on. This is the Stein.
Ocho.
This is the Stein Spiel.
Yes,
We're on
welcome
the
to
Acht.
ESPN the Ocho.
Nice guard there for we're going to sweep you up.
He can dodge them all. Thankfully, no wrenches being thrown today.
Courtney's second rock coming down now. They want to get rid of that guard,
That's better.
and they've done so. So now Craig left with only 2 more stones with 1 in the house to try to get 3 points.
And both have to count. I mean, it's a tough strategy. Like, what do you do when you have to score 3 points. You have 2 rocks left. Will in the house. Where do you put it? It's nearly impossible because they're going to have an open hit somewhere.
Yes. It's pretty much you try to get your you try to put it in the house, and then you have to pray.
Yeah,
you have to pray for
hope
misses.
for a jam or something.
And unfortunately, Melvin and Courtney are very, very good curlers. I mean, they wouldn't be in the A finals if they weren't.
Right.
But they know how to make their hits.
Well, he's got to get this one to stay around. I think it should be okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to tick off the one they've got.
Be right to it.
Yes. And
So now
Courtney
Melvin-
wasting no time putting the broom down.
Melvin just needs to hit one of these. Get one of these out, and he's
Stein Spiel champion.
Stein Spiel champion.
And perhaps the best part for him, he's got 2 shots at this. Even if it overcurls on him or if he throws it super wide, he's still got the hammer. Here comes possibly the championship rock for Melvin Shaw. Looked like he pushed it a little bit, but it is curling.
He only has to get rid of one of them. As long as he gets something, it's going to
And he gets both of them.
Got both, wow.
Oh, he's just showing off now. And that is your game.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Melvin's ladies. Melvin Shaw, Courtney Shaw, Stephanie Erstad, and Laura Yee. They are your 2015 Stein Spiel Embassy Road champions.
So we got some drama over on sheet C.
Oh, yes.
The yellow team was leading by 1, and it looks like they're going to measure. I'm not sure if they're measuring for 1 or 2. They are measuring over there. You can see the measuring device on the left side of your screen there. Yep, go ahead. There we go. Now you got a good view of their measuring over on sheet C there. Not sure if yellow ends up.
If yellow ends up taking this one, then they will take the win. The yellow team, which I believe is Beer RX, is currently.
So this is just for the 1 shot. So if red is shot, it's going to be an extra end. It looked like to me.
From this angle, I think it might be yellow, but they're the ones with the measuring stick. And it's yellow.
And it's yellow, so there you go.
BRX is going to take the win there on sheet C. Our other 2 games on sheets A and D are both tied.
Is that
in the
possible? Had they? Oh man. So on sheet D, it was a tie game, and I believe they had another blank end.
Oh my! So they're going to an extra end.
Yes, they're going to an extra end on sheet D.
On sheet A, I'm afraid there's quite a few people in the way, but there's definitely more than a few stones in the house. Looks like right now they're going to, it's like Sweep to the Slaughter is playing a tap up, and it looks like it worked.
Take you over there. There we go. So as you can see, yellow is currently sitting 1, and that is
Like Sweep to the Slaughter.
Sweep
It's
to
Team
the Slaughter.
Schechter.
Andy Inglis is trying to line something up to see if he can open up access to that shot rock, I think. happens here. Very nice.
Oh, very
Ooh,
nice.
Just got it off the
Able to take one
button
out.
a little bit.
Grab it. Button.
You the man. Thank you.
All right, so like Sweep to the Slaughter, lining up their first skip stone, skip Adam Schechter.
They are going to guard that for all they're worth right now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, they finished up?
It looks like there was a score on sheet D. My apologies. It looked like they were going down for an extra end.
But Team Anderson was able to take the win from Dobbs, 6-5. Very close game. Over on sheet A, once again, like Sweep to the Slaughter, that's skip Adam Schechter, vice Michael Chip Churlo, TJ Boyer, and Gilad Kempenich.
Oh, that's overcurling.
No, I'm afraid it is.
Well, so
It
it's
blocks a bit of
hard
the
to
promote,
see.
though.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I think they may still be able to try to run this red on
The one that's on the center line.
We need to move you guys, please. Yeah, because they're going to come and sit down here.
It's not actually. It's not as close to the center line as I thought it was. It's going to be a tough shot no matter what.
So he has 2 shots left. Honestly, I think I would just try to open this up a little bit more. I don't really love any of the runbacks. They're really hard.
They're really hard, and there's a very good good
Right.
chance you're going to hit your own stones there. It would have to be an incredibly precise shot. It looks like they're going to hit it just on the outside here, so that no matter what, they should be able to knock that yellow stone out from the top 12 as well. And if they do that, then at best the only yellow stone that's going to be in play is the shot rock. And they'll have that pretty well wide open.
So the post-game ritual is to hang out with significant others.
Here's Andy Inglis's first stone. I'm not sure how happy they are with this. Looking for a tap-tap raise, and it went a little too far. I think there's a bit more opened up, though.
The cutlass, I guess.
Cutlass.
Now, like Sweep to the Slaughter, trying to figure out their best move to guard up that shot rock. Because it is a tie game. They only need to score 1. And I think it's pretty safe to
really,
say.
they just need to get that. They have 3 other rocks sitting in the house. They just need to get that yellow off the button. And,
like Sweep is like
English,
Sweep is
English
yellow.
needs to get that yellow off the button, yeah. So, obviously, really hard for Adam Schechter, like Sweep to the Slaughter, to actually cover everything. But I think if he kind of gets
It looks like
just a little off center line, a guard, it'll make life really tough for Andy.
yes. I think he might be a bit narrow, so they
I
started
think he
sweeping.
wants to stay on that
And that rough center line.
left of center line as we're looking at it here.
It looks like it's crossing over now.
Just over. So
But
Andy's
definitely
going to be
serviceable.
left here with a little bit of a slash on that red that's just off the center line in the house.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a very, very tough shot, but if he hits it, he wins.
He doesn't actually even need to throw it that hard. He just
Yeah,
needs to throw it to the, to get it to the tee line.
That's true. He just needs to push that back slightly because second stone right now is just outside the
behind
forefoot.
the tee, yeah. The yellow is behind the tee, so if he can get his red to go straight to
Yes.
the tee line.
It's just a matter of making sure that he gets the hit.
Yep. So the ice he's taking looks like a little bit for, it's still probably going to be hit weight, but a little bit down weight maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe board weight.
And it's all about the angles at this point. If he gets the right angle at it and
Yes.
just chips that off the center a bit, he needs to, because he has that red that's just off the forefoot, he's kind of blocked by AJ here. But he has a red sitting right behind AJ that's just off the forefoot. So if he can move the yellow rock about a rock and a half's length, he will sit and get his one.
Here it comes.
Go. It's control weight they're calling. A little outside maybe.
Here it comes.
Back. That's a lot outside.
Oh, I don't think they're too happy with that. No, and that is going to be a win for leg sweep to the slaughter. Very well played. Very good last end. Wish we'd been able to see more of it, but we had a barn burner on sheet D ourselves.
Yeah.
On sheet B ourselves.
Great games all around. I think our sheet was the highest point difference. Everybody else was 2, 1, and 1 point difference.
Wow.
All the way around. Great final events. Great event all around. Thanks to all the volunteers, as you mentioned earlier. The kitchen, all the ice guys who were out here scraping between games and early mornings.
Yeah, they definitely did yeoman's work.
And congratulations to all the winners.
Yes.
So we have the A event winner was Melvin Shaw and his team of women.
Yes, Melvin's ladies.
Melvin's ladies. The B event was Beer RX, Beer Prescription, I guess, with
Martin
Martin Wyatt's team. The D event winner was Carl Anderson, and we just saw Adam Schechter win the C event, which was, by the way, a death march of a draw.
It really was.
It was. They played 2 games today, and they probably played, I think, at least 3 yesterday.
Goodness.
Crazy draw.
They
Props
really
to
earned
them.
that C event.
They definitely earned it. Congratulations to all the winner. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. And we hope to see you again for our next Bond Spiel, which I believe we'll be back for Women's Mid-Atlantic in 2 weeks, first weekend of December.
Very good, yeah.
So please come out and either help volunteer if you're in the area or just please enjoy our stream. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.